Okay, so this video is going to be off the top and kind of long, but we need to talk about how Bitcoin and any kind of central bank digital currency relates to discharge and what that means for us going forward. Because when everything goes back onto the blockchain, it's going to completely destroy private credit. Like they are going to lock us into a system of serfdom for another 100 years. Now is the time to be investing all of your capital into private decentralized assets. You need to be investing in crypto because otherwise the bank is going to control your entire life. See, because right now, we as individuals have the ability to issue our private credit instruments that tender value for anything that we're trying to do. Underneath the central bank digital currency system, the central bank is going to have control of all of the reserves, and we will not be able to issue private credit to set off and extinguish our obligations, especially if they can get us to voluntarily agree to submit ourselves into the system, which is the danger of it. Right now, when your money leaves the bank, it's harder for them to track and trace, but not under the system we're going into, it's not going to matter. Before 1933, banks issued paper notes or deposit balances that were claims on real gold or silver held in their vaults or in the treasury. The banks did not create gold, they created claims on gold. When a person redeemed the note, the physical gold left the vault and changed ownership. Every note or deposit was therefore an obligation backed by a measurable reserve. Credit expansion under this model was limited by the supply of gold. The more gold that could be stored or mined, the more paper notes the system could support. The asset gold was centralized, but the credit instruments were decentralized since private banks could still issue claims as long as they maintained their reserves. Now imagine that same structure, but with a digital vault instead of a physical one. The central bank digital currency token represents a cryptographically registered unit on a blockchain ledger. The central bank acts as the sole authority that can mint or destroy these tokens. Every wallet balance represents a claim that a sovereign digital liability, the ledger itself, becomes a new vault. Now, with certain coins, they have their own rules for creation and destruction that would be separate from any central bank. But if we're talking about a central bank issued currency, they would have full control over that. It is in the sense that a CBDC operates like digital gold. It is not a commodity, but it fulfills the same role as a scarce reserve asset that can only be issued by the central authority. Each transaction on the ledger represents a final and verifiable transfer of value. When it comes into lawful consideration, now it's getting more tricky to say that that definition isn't met. Now, in both systems, there is a base asset that limits how much credit can circulate versus now unlimited credit. In the gold system, that limit was physical metal. In the CBD system, the limit is the number of tokens created by the bank. The